Homeowners and future electricians, the grounding electrode system connects the neutral and ground bars in the main electrical panel to earth ground. Grounding electrode conductor. The grounding electrode conductor connects the neutral bars in the main electrical panel to the grounding electrodes. Your common grounding electrodes, metal water service, ground rods, and the concrete encased electrode. Welcome homeowners and future electricians. Another episode of Homeowners Electrical Professor. We're going to be talking about the grounding electrode system. Sometimes it's abbreviated, capital letters, GES. That is what connects the electric in your house to earth ground. We always hear things grounding, grounded. There's three main ways that most residential panels are grounded to earth. What you could have is a metal water service with two ground rods over here. And as you can see, here's your electrical panel. Here's the bonding screw or the strap that I talked about. You've got your neutral bars. And then you'll have a grounding conductor going out to two ground rods, okay? They're required to be 5/8 by 8 foot, and they're required to be 6 foot apart. The electricians pound them into the ground, and then there'll be a grounding electrode conductor, GEC, not GES, and that will go to one with an approved clamp for a ground rod and loop over to the second ground rod. Then also, if you have a metal water service that extends out at least 10 feet into the ground, you would have another grounding electrode conductor that would come off of the neutral bar, and it would go to one side of your water meter, loop over to the other. And the reason for that is that the water company sometimes takes that meter out, and you want to continue that continuity there. The wire size of this grounding electrode will depend on the main breaker, the size of it. If you have a 100 or a 150 amp service, typically it'll be a number 6 conductor going here. If you have 200 amps, it'll be a number 4 going to here, number 4 copper and number 6 copper I'm talking about. Aluminum's a different story. Some larger houses do have two 150 amp panels with a 300 amp service, but I'm just going to stick to the 100 to 200 amp, okay? So that is a very common one. In the last 20 years or so, what's been happening is they've switched from cinder block construction to poured concrete, where you have concrete footings. And what they found out is that by placing a piece of number 4 copper into that concrete footing, because concrete is conductive, and then attaching it to rebar, if there is rebar. If not, they can just put in 20 foot of bare, and that is required to be a number 4 copper. If you only have this concrete encased electrode, then technically you don't need the ground rods. Now, my house, I have well water. I have plastic coming in. Nowadays, a lot of water companies are replacing the old lead lines or galvanized, and what they're putting in is plastic. So if you have a plastic water service, there's no sense in bonding to the water service because it's plastic. It's not conductive like metal would be, and therefore you would just have two ground rods. If you have a plastic water service and you don't have any ground rods, you might want to consult a licensed electrician, licensed electrical contractor, and take a look at that. So that is the basics of the grounding electrode system. And of course, I'm going to go into it in some more detail.